All right, we're going to get started. Welcome, everyone, to EC Head Consulting's Notary Nuggets. This evening, we have the pleasure to have Stefanie Austin on with us. I'm going to read a short bio, and then, Stefanie, you just take it away, okay?
All
All
right.
right. So Stefanie Austin is a woman of God who is passionate about sharing the gospel. As a published author, healthcare executive, and entrepreneur, Stefanie had been a representative for Legal Shield for over 4 years. She has been a Legal Shield customer for over 10 years. Legal Shield has over 40 years of being in existence and over 30 different specialized attorney. Stefanie will share with you how Legal Shield will be beneficial for your notary service and personal needs. All
All
right.
right. Thank you so much for that introduction.
No
Tamika,
worries.
I truly appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. We're glad you're here today. It's glad to see your lovely faces, whether I see a picture or I see you personally. Thank you so much for joining us today. First, I want to extend a warm thank you and love to you, Tamika, and also to Liz for allowing me this platform, but most importantly, for me being a notary. I wouldn't have been able to be a notary without your mom and her training and my constant calling her, asking questions, and her providing insight. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You are most
So that's
welcome.
one of my entrepreneur roles. So let's talk about why should you not have your own attorney? So as a notary, you have your own business. And in having your own business, there's several times that you have questions for an attorney, whether it's regarding your business plan, regarding your LLC, your agreement, or several other things. If you don't have a business, you might say, well, I really don't have a business, but I am interested in having my own attorney personally. That's another reason why you should have your own attorney, because there may come times that you have questions. So think about when let's say you live in an apartment and you have a disagreement with the landlord or regarding your contract, and you have to call an attorney and ask a question and ask, what are your rights? Many times when you call an attorney, they charge you a consultation fee. So that's just one attorney that's talking about that one specific thing. You may have another situation that arises in your life in regards to whether it's a will and you want to know what your rights are, whether your family left you some money or land or something like that. You then need to call a real estate or a will attorney who can share with you what those are. So that's another cost you're going to have to pay for consultation. So having an attorney is very important. Many times I hear people, the common comments that I receive or the common themes that I hear from people, well, I don't need an attorney because I don't never get in trouble. Well, an attorney is not for getting in trouble. It's like having maintenance. You want to always be able to have an attorney on hand. So if anything should arise in your life. And so most people have challenges especially in the African-American population where we don't have wills. And for some reason, I don't know if we think we're invincible or either we might think that it costs too much to have a will. Well, by having your own attorney, they can draw up the will for you. The beautiful thing about Legal Shield, they'll draw up your will for you for free. So that alone is even a reason why you should have your own attorney. They will draw it up for you for free. If you have your own business and you want help with your business agreement, or if you want help with your LLC or your partnership, or you have any questions, again, having Legal Shield allows you and affords you to call the attorney anytime that you want. Legal Shield is available 24 hours, 7 days a week. Now, the 7 days a week is if it's an emergency at night, not, oh, I have a question about my agreement and I want to ask a question. It's for those emergency things on the weekends at night that they'll take calls for you. So let's talk about as a notary. So I was talking with several notaries that I know, and we were talking about, having legal services and why would someone need an attorney if I'm a notary? Well, if you go to someone's house and something should happen to you at their house, whether you trip, stumble, whatever, you're going to want an attorney to say, hey, what are my rights? What can I do? I hurt myself at a client's house. Again, you'll have to call an attorney, and when you do call an attorney, they will charge you a consultation fee. So we don't want to wish anything bad on anyone, but that's one reason. If you get at a client's house and you're bitten by their dog, again, you're going to need an attorney to help you with this situation. And so therefore, as a notary, as a small business owner, you definitely need your own attorney. So let's talk about 101 reasons why you might need an attorney for your business. Well, one, you may have to renew your business lease or agreement if you're in a building that you're leasing, and you will want that attorney to look over that. Many times we don't get an attorney to look over, we just sign on the dotted line. One, because we're excited that we got a good rate, we believe, or a good price, a good deal, and we just sign it. However, Legal Shield will review that for you at no cost as a member of Legal Shield. Let's say you are unsure how the new healthcare laws affect your business. Some of us have business where we have healthcare for our employees. You can reach out to again, your attorney who will look over those documents or provide you some insight, and that's specialized in the healthcare law. Again, that's not going to be the same attorney who looks at your lease and who understand the healthcare law. So another instance would be that you were selected for an audit. Ugh. How many of us dread being selected for an audit? Yes, Tammy, so would I. But when you feel so much comfortable, if you had an attorney looking over the documents that you're about to get audited or provide you some guidance and some insight. I heard a dog bark, so I think that was yes.
I tried to mute it when I started. I heard him going.
Oh, that's okay. I was like, yes, we want some interaction here. So that's great. Or another instance would be that your new equipment doesn't work. Again, lots of times we're able to handle many of these things on our own, but sometimes it may get to the point where you need an attorney. You may have clients with your business that you've been billing, or that you're doing your notary and you haven't gotten your monies yet from the agency that owes you the money. So now I got to hire an attorney to collect, let's say they owe me $600. Well, gosh, if I call an attorney, they're going to eat up all the $600 that company owes me. Well, guess what? You can call Legal Shield. They'll provide you consultation, and they'll write a letter to the company that owes you money at no cost to you at all. So again, that's another reason why you want to have your own attorney. Let's just say there's an allegation of discrimination in your company and you want to know how to handle that. Again, so I guess you guys get the gist of what I'm saying in regards to having an attorney for your small business. Now, someone may say, well, my business is so small, I really don't need, I do this every now and then. Well, I still would say every now and then, because you're a business, even if you do 1 or 2 signings per month and you go into someone's house, get hurt or a dog bite you, you want to make sure you have an attorney. However, there is also an option for those who just want individual coverage. So let me share with you the beauty of individual coverage, because I had that initially. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I know I just started and I know Tamika told you a little bit about me, but I'm going to tell you guys just a little bit more. So I have 3 cherubs, beautiful angels, daughters. My sister told me to always speak positive about your kids. So I have 3 daughters, and actually all of them are grown. My youngest is 19. And when I signed up for Legal Shield several years ago, they all were under 18. And Legal Shield allows you to, when you pay that fee for Legal Shield personally, you can have your wife or your husband and your children underneath that plan. So up to 8 people can be underneath that plan. And then your children can stay on that plan until they turn 24. So 2 of my 3 daughters are still on my plan because they're under the age of 24. So many times our kids may get a ticket. Guess what? Legal Shield will help you with that. Legal Shield has an app that you can put on your phone. And if they get a ticket, or if you get a ticket, or your spouse gets a ticket, you can go to your app on your phone, scan that ticket, put it in there, send it to Legal Shield. They'll get back with you within, I would say, 4 to 6 hours. One, they get back with you to provide you some insight on what you can do, whether or not they can help you reduce the ticket, and whether or not they'll tell you the different things that you can do. So they provide you insight, or sometimes they're able to kind of write on your behalf to the courts, asking for a lower sentencing if it's something astronomical. But it all depends on each person's case and scenario. But the beauty, like I said, you have the app on your phone. If you have some agreements that you're reviewing and you want Legal Shield to review it, you can scan it on your phone on the app, send it to them and submit it that easy. So you don't have to get to a computer, wait till I get to a computer, find a scanner, find a fax. You can do all that from your phone. So back to personally about me. So with my 3 daughters, at one point, all 3 of them were on Legal Shield along with myself, and now my 2. And of course, you know, teenagers will get tickets or young adults will get tickets, and they have helped tremendously on several occasions. One of my other daughters, we had some challenges regarding medical bills. And because she is over 18, I'm not able to speak on her behalf when these medical debt creditors come after her. And when we did the research, we didn't owe them any money, but they continued telling her that she did. Well, what we did, we uploaded the statement to the attorney, as well as where the explanation of benefit from the healthcare plan stating that the patient did not have a responsibility at all, even though the collectors kept saying she did. They wrote a letter to the collectors and they then dismissed it because it was on a letterhead of an attorney. So having your own attorney at your fingertips is always beneficial, is always a benefit to you as a person and as a business owner. So let me share a couple of other things from a personal reason why Legal Shield will be also beneficial to you. So this is for business, and this is here. So let's say you don't have an updated will. So like Legal Shield will do a free will for you every year. So I got my will done probably about 3 years ago, and I know I need to update it. So what I'm able to do is scan my will to them and then provide them the updates, and they will update it for me at no cost because they're my personal attorney and I have a membership. Let's just say you don't understand the difference between a trust and a will, which I didn't. Hey, Liz.
Hey.
Glad you're here. Which I wasn't able to understand. I mean, I kept hearing people talk about a trust and a will, but I was like, what's the difference? What's the benefit? And I would ask different people over and over. I finally said, Stefanie, you got Legal Shield, call your attorney and ask. And he told me, you know, the difference. And so therefore, as I mentioned, your consultation is unlimited. You can call Legal Shield 10 times in a day. I had one young lady, actually she goes to church with me, and we're also, we're in several different groups together, like mompreneurs and stuff like that. And she said, Stefanie, I heard you've been talking about Legal Shield for a very long time. She said, I'm very interested in one because my husband and I want to get a will. We have our 2 daughters. And if I don't do anything else, I need to get a will done. And you've mentioned that Legal Shield will do a will for you for free as a member every year. So she said, now I'll look at the business part later. She has a very well-established business. So she did it with her family, her personal, for her personal things. And then she said, Stefanie, this is really great. I mean, I had some questions and they were able to answer. They were very responsive, called right away. She then about, I would say 1 or 2 months later, she did it for her business. And she said, I called them 10 times in one day and they were not tired of me. They didn't mind answering my questions because she constantly had questions surrounding her business. So she ended up getting the business plan as well. And so I shared with her there's an option where you can, because there's 2 different rates, one's for business and one's for business and one's for personal. And so, but there is a way that if you want to get business and personal combined, there is a plan where it can be combined. And so that was, you know, that's one testimony, but I've had several testimonies of people who said how it's been very beneficial to them. I had one company that had collections of about $30,000 that they've been waiting for, kept asking the client for, and they used another attorney and no headway was happening. And so then they end up, you know, contacting Legal Shield. Legal Shield sent letters. And so there started being some traction on it because, again, it's not coming from the person, it's coming now from an attorney's office. And most people like me, I don't like getting a letter from an attorney. I'm like, oh my God, what, what is this for, you know? So another thing that I would like to share with you, if you're called to jury duty and you have some concerns or questions, you can call your attorney and they'll provide you some insight. So I know I've been talking for a while. I don't want to sound like a broken, I'm going to pause. I have more information to share, but I thought I'd pause for a moment if anyone has any questions. Hey, Erica.
Hello. Of course, we're curious about fee ranges and membership costs.
Oh, well, for you, it would only be, no. So what I'm going to do, I can put in my website because the fee varies. So typically when someone gets let's just say you say, I want to get just the personal legal service for myself. I usually tell people, when you get the personal, I would recommend also getting the ID shield because of identity theft being so high. And that's going on. People's identities constantly being stolen. But then there's some people say, I already have ID theft with either my insurance or with another company. So let's just say you wanted just personally, you only wanted the legal shield service and nothing else. That would be $24.95 a month. That's it. When you have a consultation with an attorney, like as a matter of fact, I tested this about 2 weeks ago. I wanted to find out how much it would cost to get an attorney to help me with an LLC. Now, mind you, I have Legal Shield, but I just wanted to find out. And so I went online and I looked for like a certain attorney that I was looking for. And then it really was a headache, to be honest with you. It took like 2 or 3 days before someone would call me back. So that frustrated me because Legal Shield calls you back within anywhere from, I would say 2 to 4 hours, but their standard is 4 to 6 hours, but they typically call you back within a reasonable time. And so when the person called me back, who sounded like an attorney, but it was the paralegal, he stated that we'll have to schedule an appointment with you to talk with an attorney, and there's a consultation fee. I said, I just have a question. He said, there's still that's considered a consultation fee. I said, just a question about an LLC. He said, you have to pay a consultation fee. I said, okay, how much is it? He said, for 30 minutes, it's $100. I said, oh, okay. So if it's more than 30 minutes, then it's like $75 additional per hour. So it could have gone almost like $175 just for a few questions that I had, And so again, with Legal Shield, because I have them, I can call them and ask them as many questions as I want because I pay the $24.95. I actually pay more than that because I have the business plan, and I have the business and the personal plan combined.
Now, when you call Legal Shield, are you talking to an attorney or are you talking to a paralegal? Just like a few times I've had to go to an attorney, that $100 or that $150, that's not the attorney's fee, that's the paralegal's fee. So that consultation in my lawyer's office, the consultation is actually with a paralegal. And then when you have to go to the attorney, then it's $300, $350 an hour. So, right. Yeah. So with Legal Shield, you get an actual attorney on the phone, not a paralegal. Is that right?
That's correct. So when you do call, you speak to an intake person. And so, yes, I'll answer that question. You speak to an intake person. And when you speak to the intake person, because you call, you say, hi, my name is Stefanie Austin. They'll ask you, what is your ID number? And they'll say, okay, what's going on? I tell them what's going on. They said, okay, we'll have an attorney call you back because they want to make sure they get the right attorney for your situation. When I get my next call, it is an attorney that's calling me back. Good. So all the consultation is considered free, okay? And so when you speak with an attorney, they'll provide you insight. However, they'll then recommend you to an attorney if they can't help you through consultation. If you need, I need someone to help me. Like, for example, I needed someone to help me draw up an LLC agreement. So they then recommended to me attorney within the Legal Shield team. And within your area, because they'll say, where do you live? I live in Frisco. If you need one in Arlington or Fort Worth, wherever you are, they're going to give you an attorney within your area. And then you get an additional 25% off that attorney's rate. However, all your consultations is unlimited at no cost.
And to be clear, they don't represent you in court, but you can call and get information.
Well, the consultation is on the phone, but if you need representation in court, yes. Let's just say I need representation, I'm going through a divorce, I need a divorce attorney, I need him. I don't even want to talk to my ex-husband. I don't even want to have a conversation with him. I don't want to talk to their lawyers. you are my lawyer. So you're hiring them to represent you, and they give you a 25% discount. And I can give you another example. So hopefully my ex-husband's not on here. See, I don't see him anyway. Okay. So, you know, they were, when my kids were younger, you know, we were making some, my ex-husband wanted to make some modification to the child support and also visitations, you know, and I lived at that, our divorce was filed in Atlanta. And so I was like, I do not want to do X, Y, and Z. And this is what he's asking of me. Do I need to do that? And the attorney said, no, you don't have to do that. What you can do, as because you're the primary guardian, this is what you can, these are your rights. And so therefore, this is what you can say to their attorney, or if you need me to have this conversation or put it in writing, I can send a letter in writing to their attorney as saying, I'm representing you, and here's what my client has agreed to. I didn't even have to pay a 25% off an attorney fee because he was able to do all that he needed to do just in a letter. Someone asked me, is it a tax write-off? Yes, it is, because it's for your business. Your personal is not a tax write-off, but for your business, it's a tax write-off.
Is there like a bulk, like if you have personal as well as business, is there like a package?
Yes, and I'll have to help you with that offline because I need to find out what your business is, how many employees you have. There's a series of questions I can find out what package you truly belong in. And I tell people, take advantage of it, especially for the wills. Many of us don't have a will. That alone, you know, let's say 10 months. For 10 months, if you paid $25, let's say $24.95, which is $25, that's $250. You would have, that alone would have paid for your will. Some wills, when people write wills, cost more than that. One gentleman I spoke to about a will in a trust, he told me it's going to be $3,000. I mean, it's like $3,000. Dang, I said, don't you know I can get it done for Legal Shield for free? You know, I pay only $24.95, you know. And so, any other questions of me, Erica, Betty, Ray, Tammy, Sebastian? Okay, well, let me share.
I've had Legal Shield before. It's just been a while, and I've been looking for it so that I can sign back up.
Well, here I am, Sebastian. You found me.
My question is, how do I contact you?
Yes, I'll give that information to you guys. So let me share something that's funny with you, funny, Sebastian. I'm so glad you said that. So as I mentioned, I had Legal Shield for 10 years and probably more than that. And when I moved to Texas 6 years ago, I don't know why I forgot that I didn't have it anymore. And I think because when I was working, it was coming out of my paycheck. Okay. And so when I moved here, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't have Legal Shield. And I felt naked without it, you know. And I was like, oh, wow, I don't have Legal Shield. What I'm going to do? I didn't think about looking it up online. I don't know why I didn't. And so I was going to work, and I was in a meet, going to a meeting or coming from a meeting. I was coming down the elevator, and there was a gentleman in the elevator, and him and I just was talking. And I said, hey, he said, hey, and he said, I think I said I was just coming from a meeting. He said he did too. I said, really? You had a meeting? And so he asked me, you know, what did I do? And I told him, I said, what do you do? He said, well, I sell Legal Shield. I said, get out of here. I've been looking for it. You know, because it's really a good service. You know, I mean, I'm passionate about it because it's really good. I was a single mom, 3 kids. I needed it for so many different reasons. And so when I spoke with him, I mean, we sat in the lobby. I had just met him. He signed me up for Legal Shield, and I was, signed back up as a customer. I wasn't even signing up as an agent. That's another thing. If you want to be an agent, you know, have that as additional income, you can do that as well. And I can sign you up for that also. But him and I sat in the lobby, he signed me up for Legal Shield, and I was a customer again. So I definitely believe in it. I think there's some fallacies where people thought, oh, well, this is just, I'll talk about, this is just prepaid legal, they really don't help you. That's not true. This is legal services for consultation, unlimited consultation, that you can put anything that you can possibly think of. I have a sheet that tells you 101, let's see, 101 reasons to use Legal Shield personally. Okay. Then I have 101 reasons to use Legal Shield for your business. I'm going to send all that to Tamika. It has all my information on it. If you're interested, it has my link where you can go, and it has my phone number that you can call me and I can walk you through it. Sometimes people don't want to have a lot of conversation because they think people are trying to sell them, or, or I'm not a seller. If you're not interested, I'm okay. I'll just say, hey, I'll catch you next time. Or you may know someone else, or you'll call me later. So it's not like it's a hard sell for me. I do this because I think it's beneficial to people and they will truly appreciate it, and there's a need for it. Okay. I see your message, Liz. All right. Tamika, you have any questions in the chat?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Tammy, what's the next step up from the $24 plan, and what does it cover?
So the $24.95 is for the individual plan. If you want the business plan, that's a different cost. It's $40. However, if you want the business and the individual plan, I can talk with you about that because there's different levels based on how many employees you have. And so I can get the package to be cheaper than 25 and 40, what's that, is 65. I can get that package to be less expensive than doing $65. And so many times the directors are like, well, Stefanie, no, sell them separately. No, I'm not trying to, I mean, I want to make money, but I'm not trying to break people. If I know the best, how would I want someone to treat me?
Right.
So if I know it's a better way to get the package and get it consolidated at a lesser cost, I'm going to tell you that's the way to do it. I just need to talk with you to find out what your business size is so that I can make the best recommendation for you. I can give you my number now. It's 214-471-8305. My number again is 214-471-8305. I'll send these flyers to Tamika, as well as my website to sign up. Now, if you say, I really don't want to talk to you, I'm interested, I know what I'm going to get, and do it, you can go straight to my website, click whatever you want. I just like to talk to people so I can make sure that you're getting the best package for your money. If you go and sign up and say, I'm going to sign up for business and I'm going to sign up for individual, well, you're going to pay $65. But if you talk with me, I may have a better plan for you to get business and personal at a lesser cost. If you have a gun, we also have a gun package, so that, for example, so I have a gun. Oh, I got to check on my license to carry. I have a gun, and if you're trying to shoot someone to stop them from harming you, and that bullet hits someone else, you can get sued. So there is a package that you can get that will protect you from being sued by a stray bullet. So it all depends on what your needs are. And that's why I said I'll be more than happy to talk with you. But if you're just interested in just say, I'm just going to do it myself, I don't want to talk to her, what I would ask, just let me know that you signed up, because sometimes when people sign up, I'm not aware, and they place you with someone else and I don't get credit for signing you up. You have another question?
I do. What if you have multiple businesses? Is it one package, or you'd have to have a different package for each business?
Yeah, I asked that because I have like 3 or 4 businesses. And so they says one package per business. However, it all depends on which one of your business is really more active, and so what they've told me is right now is I got it underneath one business, and I have a second business that's going to be very active. And so there might be a corporate rate for multiple or DBAs. Okay. And so if you do have that, let's you and I sit down and talk about that so we can make sure that all your businesses are covered.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. More questions, feel free to ask. Shield memberships. Okay, so I was going to share with you here. So for example, as I mentioned to you regarding like the supplemental benefits. So if you have a gun, there's a gun owner supplement. That's an additional $13 a month if you need it. So I don't walk around shooting all the time.
But you got it if you need it.
Yes, I got it if I need it. I haven't picked up that policy yet. I'm looking to do that because I just want to make sure everything's safe. I think also that policy covers if your child happened to get your gun and something happens. So I think it covers that as well. I can definitely provide more insight if you're interested, so we can provide additional data for that. Let's just talk about here on another personal level, which I haven't seen this happen because I think many of us are very good. We represent ourselves in the retail market. So let's just say you go to a retail store and they won't accept your return of defective merchandise. And some of us don't have a problem, speaking our minds.
Yes, indeed.
And some of us are quiet and we're like, oh, I'm not going to make a fuss about it. Forget about it. I'm just not going to make a big deal about it. Well, you can have your attorney make a big deal about it for you. And they can write a letter and saying this is defective and they can get it back for you. Again, you don't have to go into the office. You can talk to their attorney on the phone as consultation. You can tell them what's going on. You can tell them the name of the store and they will send a letter on your behalf as your attorney. Another beautiful thing, let's say your neighbor dogs bark for hours every night. You can get Legal Shield to get in, and I have a couple of those, but the dog doesn't bother me, but some people it does. You can get Legal Shield to send your neighbor a letter stating that it's disturbing the residents, and whatever the ordinance is, they can cite that in the letter to your neighbor. It may not be neighborly if you do that, but they can do that for you. Any other questions? Well, should I put my, I saw you put my phone number in there. Should I put my link in there?
You can, but after this is over, well, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to send you a list of all the participants and you can reach out to them and send them everything that you want them to have.
Okay, I can do that. So
But
you gave them my phone number.
in
So if you need me right away before tomorrow, I just got a call. I don't think anybody called me while I'm on the thing. Oh, somebody did call me. I'm not sure. They didn't leave a message, but okay, I'll call them back. You can give me a call, and if you want tonight, we can talk about it, or if you want to give me a call tomorrow, when she sends you the information, I will definitely put that in there. Let me put in my website real quick. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. So that you can have that. Another thing I'd like to share a little bit about myself. So as she mentioned in my bio, I am an author, published author. I published My Will or His Will, Living a Life to Surrender. I did that last year. Let me get that for you. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Learning a Life to Surrender. This is a devotional that I wrote, and I'm releasing my second devotional on February 6th, which is My Will or His Will, and the subtitle is Who's Your GPS? Last year was very, I guess it was a time where creativity just was flowing for me. And so not only do I do that, I launched a perfume line for women, which is called Speechless. I launched a men cologne, which is called Blue Solace, and I launched a body butter for women, which is Speechless. And it's just been truly a blessing. I just tell everyone to operate in your passion, operate in your gift. I still was doing signings and doing a full-time job. And so it's just been very rewarding, and I've been excited about it. And however I can help people, I'm willing to help and share whatever knowledge I have, so.
Can you put your information on your body sprays and body lotions in the chat, please?
Yes. Well, actually, let me put my website in the chat, because that will show you how to get to all the things that I mentioned regarding my products. Okay. So my website is mywillorhiswill.org. Oops. So that's in there now. mywillhiswill.org. That'll take you to my products. And
I
then
think
I'm sending you to my.
I sent it privately to someone. It didn't pop up.
Oh, Tammy Allen. How did that do that? Oh, okay. It went to Tammy Allen. Well, Tammy, you are on The Price is Right. You won. Okay, there you go. mywillhiswill.org. And I'm getting ready to send you my legal show. It's so funny that. So Tammy, do you have any other questions of me while I am sending this over? Tammy? I mean, not Tammy, Tamika.
Oh, that was no, ma'am. No, ma'am. That was it. I just wanted to make sure we had that documented so we can support you.
Thank you. And here's my website to the legal shield. So I'm sending that to you now. I'm putting that in there. But also I'll send you guys it personally tomorrow. But if you need to get on it tonight because you can go to my website for Legal Shield and kind of look around and see what you may like from there. Okay. Computer's just doing its own thing. All right. Okay, there it goes. Next time I will Control C. There you go. Okay. I don't know why I dropped down as Tammy to be the personal one, but there you go. So that's the legal shield.
If she sent you a private message, that it automatically selects her when you respond.
Well, thank you. Let's see what she asked me personally then. Let's see. Yes, Tammy. So, okay, I knew I saw that come across. So, yes, years ago, Legal Shield was $9.95. I mean, when I say, yeah, she had 20 years ago. 20 years ago, it was $9.95. And if you stayed in Legal Shield, if you were in Legal Shield back then at $9.95, you would have been grandfathered in to the current one. So I got grandfathered in, not at the $9.95. It was another fee, but I did notice that when you get grandfathered in, some of the benefits you may not receive. But I remember that I had it at $9.95 at one point. I was like, yeah, $10 a month. I could do this for my family, my husband and I. So just know if you're married or have a significant other that you all are in the same home, and your children that are under 24, they all can be covered on your individual plan of Legal Shield.
Awesome.
All right. And did you guys did get my Legal Shield website and my product website? You said, do I know Lathenia Howard? No, I don't know Dr. Lathenia Howard. That's from Tammy. Does she live in Texas?
No, she actually lives in Florida, but she does a lot of privately author publishing.
Oh,
so when you were talking about your book, yeah.
Oh no, I need to. Do you know her?
I do. It's one of my best friends.
Well, you need to introduce us, Tammy. What's going on?
I will.
Network.
Okay. Yeah. She's helped publish a lot. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Betty. Thank you. Oh, Jamie said they don't see my information. So, Jamie.
It's on there. You put it to everyone.
Yeah, I sent it to everyone. Okay.
I just tuned in, so maybe I missed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if she just joined, it's not going to pop up on hers.
Okay. Well, I will send the Legal Shield.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I will send the Legal Shield again. And Jamie, you missed my other products that I wrote. I published a book last year. I'm about to launch my second one, and I have some products that I sell: perfume, men cologne, and body butter.
Oh, wow. I am excited because I am a Legal Shield associate and I need some help.
Oh, well, reach out to me. I put my phone number out there.
I got it. I'm new and I just wrote up my one person.
Oh,
is it okay to say something now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And I learned how to go in and do it, because I'm so busy, but I went in and wrote the person up, but I don't have any of the materials, and I'm not sure of what to do to make sure that they got their email and their account number and all of that stuff. And I'm sorry.
Who's your director? You don't have a director over you?
It's a person that I met up in Sacramento, California.
Mhm.
And I probably can call that person, but they wear me out. They'll call me 5 times a day.
Okay, just call me. Call me and we'll get you what you need.
Okay. And if I can partner or send clients to you, I know that person wrote me up, but you'll tell me more of what I can do.
Yeah, it doesn't, I don't care who signed people up. I mean, if I'm here to help, so I can tell you what I know, whatever I don't know, I get someone else. We'll get you what you need. And you don't have to write people up. You can actually do them on your computer or your phone. So I'll share those tidbits with you as well. I mean, Legal Shield as a business is also good. If you guys are interested in being a Legal Shield representative, feel free to reach out to me regarding that as well. And I'll be more than happy to share that with you also.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're here to help each other. I mean, Liz showed me how to help and extend myself to how she extends herself to people often. And she does it well. And I think Tamika helps keep her in line.
I try. That's a tall order. It's a tall order, but I do my best.
Yeah, and Tamika does that too. She also has a helping hand, and she won't toot her own horn, but she does branding, guys. So if you have a business and need branding, Tamika is that person for you. And Tamika, I need to speak to you about my other business that we're launching too. So I'll talk with you about that offline.
Okay, cool.
But she does branding, so you guys reach out to her. Especially, I hate doing social media, so I need her to do my social media stuff because it's too much. I mean, Facebook's enough. I gotta do Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm like,
don't forget Pinterest. People always forget Pinterest.
Who?
I cannot. It's too much. It's just too much. I cannot.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, I need your help because that stresses me out to no end to think that I got to do all of that. So
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, again, the question was, who doesn't need an attorney? Everyone needs an attorney. You need it for your individual self as well as your business. Have a combo, but I think it's very imperative that you have an attorney. 1, for a will alone. 2, for things that happen that you don't even think about. Like whether you get a ticket, many people say, oh, I'm a safe driver, I never give a ticket. That's fine. If you have a question about your insurance, if you want them to look at your insurance policy, see if they're overcharging or not charging for things that they shouldn't be charging because you're in the state of Texas and not in the state of California, they will tell you, oh, no, your insurance company should not be charging that because you're in the state of Texas and we don't have that issue here. So Legal Shield is very beneficial to every individual as well as businesses. All right, guys. Well, if you have no more questions for me, I'm not even charging. This is a free consultation.
I know that's right. Get all your questions.
Get all your questions in.
Okay, I guess I better start thinking. Questions. Okay.
So are you a notary, Janie?
Yes, I am a notary, and I'm in the process of getting my website revamped. I do webinars. I'm a notary signing agent. I used to teach notary law in California because that's where I am a California native, but I moved here to Louisiana to because I knew my parents, I would be here one day. They retired and moved here, and so
you're in Louisiana?
I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Yes.
Oh, welcome. We're in Texas.
Yeah, I know. Were you in Dallas area?
Yes, I live in the Frisco area, but yes, the DFW.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there all the time, but I haven't been there. I've only been once since COVID because I'm not from Louisiana. So from driving here to there is like going from LA to San Diego. It's not an issue for me. But I want, sometimes people, I was an associate a long time ago, and then I dropped it. And I recently picked it back up. Now, when I moved here, I know how good Legal Shield is. It
Mhm.
is awesome. I
Mhm.
love the attorney firm in California, Parker Stanberry. If I call them, they get what I need done. And I mean,
Yes.
I use them for everything. If someone's acting crazy, haven't refunded my money, I call them and have them write up a letter, and it scares people, and I get my money. You know,
Right. That's right. Mhm.
I wasn't happy initially with the attorney firm here in Louisiana.
Mhm.
I didn't like them. And so when I moved here back in 2006, I dropped Legal Shield.
Okay.
When I talked to the guy who wrote me up, he knew about that. And he said they have a new firm.
Great.
So I signed back up because Louisiana sometimes in the South is just different.
Yes.
But that worked out. It's working out really good for me. So I just need a little bit more help. I know I should be able to do this since I run my notary business, but just how to get more people to write up, not just for me making money, but just because it's so good. So
Okay.
like my marketing techniques, I probably need to work on, and then I'm going to go to your site and see how you have everything set up.
So I would say it's not just your website, and Tamika's probably could be the Tamika. Do you help people with marketing? I think you need to probably
Yeah.
definitely get with Tamika, because this day and age, it's social media, social media. And so for me, I do sell Legal Shield, but that's not my primary job. And I don't push it. I'm the type of person, I'm going to tell you about it. You like it, you don't, you don't.
Right.
And it's a lot of benefits to it. So therefore, that's not my mainstay that I'm doing the thing. I have a full-time job where I work in healthcare all day. I have my book that I've launched and my products that I'm launching, which is my number 2. And then there's another business that I'm doing that's a healthcare industry, which is my number 3. And so therefore, those are like my main ones. My notary and my notaries next. So I do several notaries a month. I could do more than that, but I don't have the bandwidth to do more than that, a few a week with the like 4 a month with my notary. And my Legal Shield just happens that people will be talking and I'll hear them saying something. I don't have a will. I'm like, why you don't have a will? I'm like, sign up for Legal Shield, get your will done for free. It's $24.95 just an individual. If you want to do the ID, if you have an identity theft, sign up for that package as well. If someone says they have a business, I'm like, do you have an attorney? No, I can't afford an attorney. So it's more word of mouth for me. It's not something I'm pushing. Now, if this was my primary thing that I really wanted to push, I would be talking to Tamika and say, I need your help with social media to kind of get this going. Help me to do some how do you call those things? Are they called bites, mic bites or whatever? I don't know what I'm talking about. But, where they do a little ad about, I'm out there on social media where people are hearing what
Right.
I'm doing. So I would recommend Jamie to get with Tamika, even though you're in Louisiana, she can help you, because that's what this millennial group, they do. They're social media and they can get it all across.
Well, I am not a millennial, but I will take it.
You're millennial, because you're a guru with the social media stuff. You're talking about putting up pictures.
Thank you.
I'm like, what? I mean, for me, Facebook is just enough. And my kids are like, you need it on this. I'm like, I don't
Not
have
at
time.
all.
Yeah.
I don't either. So I'm going to be talking to Tamika tomorrow because I've already met her because I did a presentation for EC Head.
Yes.
Was it about a month ago?
It was a little over a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't have the time either, but I'm like you. I'm not trying to push it, but I still, maybe I need to just have that on my website and also work with Tamika about getting this done on my, so just because it is worth it. So I'll have it like a Facebook something. Tamika will tell me and I'll go from there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I have 2 websites. Like, one's website is for my book and my products. I have another website which Legal Shield gives you a website. They create a website for you. I mean, you just go in there and log in and put your information. So the website's already built. You just direct people to the website.
Thank you for that. I forgot.
Mm-hmm. So when you click on mine, you'll see that's the website, and it just it will change out with your name when you create your website. Mhm.
Hey, oh, I heard you say book, and I'm
Yes.
trying to, I have one book that I'm trying to finish. I have it pretty much my cover and everything designed.
Okay.
I just have to finish it. And sometimes people, I don't want to make mistakes, so why not ask and get the advice or pay for it or whatever I need to do. I want it on Amazon, but I guess I could talk to you about that later too. And I'm going to look at your site and see your books as well.
Okay. Yeah, I launched my second one coming up on February 6th. So that'll be my second one that's coming up. But yeah, feel free to give me a call. Whatever I know, I'll share it. I don't charge for knowledge. It's given to me, so I give it away.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you reap what you sow, and
Yeah.
whatever you give, it always will come back around.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is your number on your website?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, on both websites. And it also is in the chat area here
I
also.
think she missed it.
Yep.
I'll copy it.
Okay.
Well, those are my questions. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Everyone, thank you so much. Are there any other questions before we sign off? I try to be very conscious of people's time. They worked all day, and by the time you get to this point, you're like, okay. All right.
All right. Well, that was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're going to have to do a part 2 when your book comes out in February.
Yes.
I'm booked for February, but you definitely could come back in March. I have some openings in March, so I'll be reaching out to you for that.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes,
Wonderful.
that's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I was planning on doing my book launch at a bed and breakfast in Arlington. I'm concerned whether or not people are going to come out because
The
of
Sanford
COVID.
House?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love it there. I don't know if we would come out during COVID, but that is an excellent spot to have it in. Oh my, I took my mom there for Mother's Day a couple years back. We love it there.
She recommended it. And so my problem is that will people come out because of COVID, you know?
Well, if you wait a little bit longer, I know this is going off topic, everyone, but if that's what we do, if you've been to any of our Zooms, you might want to like have it in the springtime and then you can do it in the courtyard. They have a courtyard.
I can do that. I still have to do my launch because it's my anniversary. My last one is and that's my birthday weekend. So I've been trying to launch every time my birthday comes around.
Gotcha.
Another book. So I can do a second because I could do a second launch, like a second a book. I could do the book signing.
Right in the courtyard.
Yeah, I'll do the book signing in the
would be amazing.
And do a virtual book signing on February 6th. So for those people who
just figured that out for you.
Yes, you did. See? And so what I'll do is that if I'll do a virtual book signing, when people sign on and they say, hey, I want a book, and I have them buy it, I'll sign it and I'll mail it off and send it to them. So
sounds like a plan.
And maybe I'll sit in the Sanford house doing it on February 6th.
No, I want to come. So you have to do another one because I love it there.
Okay.
I gotta check it out.
It's really nice. Really nice.
Yes.
It's like tucked away. It's real hidden. You wouldn't know. And it's like, what? This is here? So it's really nice. But thank you for being on this evening. Thank you for wearing your pearls.
Okay. Yes. It was a blessing, a memorable day today.
Okay. If you don't know about the pearls, look it up. Anyway.
Yes.
As usual, EC Head Consulting, we want small businesses to come on and we support you. This is our community. If you have a small business and you want to promote it, please consider giving me a call or inbox me something so we can get you on here because it's all about our community and making money. And that's how small businesses grow. We have to help each other.
Yes, absolutely.
Also, our next class is Saturday. It is workshop 2. That is an advanced class. So if you have not attended workshop 1, I'm going to ask for you to wait till February and start over because you will be kind of lost in workshop 2 if you haven't already been to workshop 1. All right. If we don't have anything else, I'm going to let y'all go. We're going to get out here a little bit early. One thing, this is a doozy. We just signed up. The next Notary Nugget is a printer guru. I don't know how she talked about getting her printer. She's doing leasing now, and she can talk. So I don't know how she convinced this man to come on and talk about printers, because that's usually the question we get once they figure out how to work their magic on the notary side. It's always questions about printers. What printer to get? What do they do? So we have a printer guru coming on next week. So I have not put it on Eventbrite. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. So just be looking for it so you can get all your printer questions asked next Wednesday.
Wow.
All right. So if we don't have any other questions or comments, we're gonna sign off.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I truly appreciate it, Tamika.
All
and
right.
also
Thank you for
Liz.
coming. Good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Good
Night.
night.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.